From the windswept burial mounds of ancient kings to the sleek, modern designs of Copenhagen, Denmark is a country where history lives and breathes. Its story is a sprawling epic, a tale of hunters, Vikings, powerful monarchs, and a resilient people who shaped not only their own destiny but also the course of European history. Today, we journey through time to uncover the incredible saga of Denmark. Our story begins over 12,000 years ago, as the last great glacier retreated, revealing a new land. The first humans to call this place home were hunter-gatherers, following herds of reindeer across the tundra. As the climate warmed, forests grew, and the sea provided a bounty of fish and shellfish. Small communities flourished along the coasts, leaving behind their tools and enigmatic burial sites, the first faint whispers of a Danish identity emerging from the mists of prehistory. Then, around the year 800, a new chapter began, written in fire and steel. This was the dawn of the Viking Age. From the fjords and inlets of Scandinavia, Danish longships sailed forth, their dragon-headed prows striking fear into the hearts of people across Europe. These were not just raiders, they were explorers, traders, and settlers. They established a vast network that stretched from North America to Constantinople. In England, they carved out a kingdom known as the Danelaw, and their influence reshaped the political landscape. Figures like the legendary Ragnar Lothbrok and the powerful King Canute the Great, who ruled a vast North Sea empire encompassing Denmark, Norway, and England, became icons of this turbulent and transformative era. Their ambition and prowess on the battlefield and at sea made the name Dane known and feared across the world. But an age of raiding could not last forever. A new force was spreading across Europe: Christianity. In the mid-10th century, a king named Harald Bluetooth rose to power. He was a visionary leader who saw that the future of his kingdom lay not in division, but in unity. He famously united the tribes of Denmark and, in a monumental act, converted to Christianity around 965 AD. To mark this new era, he erected the Jelling Stones, massive runestones that declared Denmark a Christian nation. This act fundamentally changed Danish society. The Old Norse gods gave way to a new faith, and the construction of wooden, and later stone, churches began to dot the landscape, symbolizing a new spiritual and political alignment with the rest of Christian Europe. Harald's vision of unity laid the groundwork for Denmark's rise as a major European power. This ambition reached its zenith in 1397 with the formation of the Kalmar Union. Under the brilliant and politically astute Queen Margaret I, the crowns of Denmark, Norway, and Sweden were united. For over a century, this Scandinavian empire dominated northern Europe, controlling vital trade routes in the Baltic Sea. It was a golden age of Danish influence, a time when Copenhagen became a bustling hub of commerce and power. But holding such a vast and diverse union together was a constant struggle, and the seeds of conflict, particularly with a restless Sweden, were already being sown. The 16th century brought seismic shifts to Denmark and all of Europe. The Protestant Reformation swept across the continent, and in 1536, Denmark officially adopted Lutheranism as its state religion. This wasn't just a religious change, it was a political one, strengthening the power of the monarchy as it seized the vast wealth and lands of the Catholic Church. This led into a long period of absolutism, where the king held supreme power. But this power was constantly challenged. The following centuries were marked by a series of devastating wars, especially with their great rival, Sweden. The sounds of cannon fire echoed through the streets of Copenhagen during brutal sieges, and the nation's fortunes ebbed and flowed with each conflict. The Napoleonic Wars proved particularly costly. Siding with France, Denmark suffered a crushing blow when the British Navy bombarded Copenhagen in 1807. The ultimate price was paid in 1814 when Denmark was forced to cede Norway to Sweden, ending centuries of shared history and dramatically reducing the kingdom's size and influence. Despite these devastating territorial losses, the 19th century paradoxically became a time of incredible cultural and intellectual rebirth, known as the Danish Golden Age. With its empire diminished, the nation turned inward. Thinkers like Søren Kierkegaard laid the foundations of existentialist philosophy, while the fairy tales of Hans Christian Andersen enchanted the world. Art and science flourished, fostering a new sense of national identity rooted in culture and innovation rather than military might. Politically, the winds of change were blowing too. The revolutions sweeping Europe inspired a peaceful transition in Denmark. In 1849, King Frederik VII signed a new constitution, ending absolute monarchy and establishing Denmark as a constitutional democracy. This period of modernization laid the groundwork for the progressive and egalitarian society that Denmark is famous for today. The 20th century tested Denmark's resilience once more. The nation remained neutral during World War I. but faced a dark chapter during World War II with 5 years of German occupation. The Danish resistance movement, and the heroic effort to save the country's Jewish population, became a powerful symbol of defiance and humanity. In the post-war era, Denmark embraced international cooperation, becoming a founding member of the United Nations and NATO. A pivotal moment came in 1973 when Denmark joined the European Community, now the European Union, tying its economic future to the continent. This era also saw the full flowering of the Scandinavian welfare model, creating a society renowned for its high quality of life, social equality, and emphasis on community. Today, Denmark stands as a beacon of modern design, progressive values, and that famous concept of hygge, a sense of coziness, contentment, and well-being. From its ancient Viking roots to its role as a leader in green technology and social innovation, the story of Denmark is one of remarkable adaptation and endurance. It's a testament to a people who have navigated the tides of history, turning loss into opportunity, and building a small kingdom into one of the happiest and most admired nations on earth. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey through Danish history. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments which country's history you'd like to see next. We'll see you in the next one.